Let us begin by becoming still. We quiet the noise around us and the noise within us. We let our breathing slow and soften and settle into this moment. Here, in this space, we open ourselves to what is greater than ourselves, to the quiet presence that holds all things. We are here. We are alive. We are beginning again. We give thanks this morning for the gift of breath, for the steady rhythm of our hearts, for the simple mercy of waking to another day. We are grateful for the light that finds us, whether bright or dim, and for the ground beneath us that holds us steady. We give thanks for the people we will meet today, for the ordinary kindness that passes between us, for the small exchanges that remind us we are not alone. We are grateful for the work we have been given, for the chance to offer what we have, for the ways our presence might matter to someone else. We give thanks for the bodies we inhabit, for all they carry and endure, for their quiet faithfulness even when we forget to notice. We are grateful for this moment, just as it is, without needing it to be more or different or easier than it is. As we move into this day, we ask for the grace to notice what is true, to see clearly without the weight of old stories clouding our vision, to meet what comes with open eyes and steady hands. We ask for the courage to acknowledge what we have been avoiding, not with harshness, but with the gentle honesty that makes healing possible. Help us to see ourselves as we are, not as we wish we were, not as we fear we are, but simply as we are in this moment. And in that seeing, may we find not shame, but a quiet compassion that allows us to begin again. We ask for the strength to face what is difficult without turning away, to stay present even when we want to flee, to remain open even when closing feels safer. Give us the patience to sit with uncertainty, to rest in the questions we cannot yet answer, to trust that not knowing is sometimes the truest form of wisdom. Help us to release our grip on how we think things should be, and to meet the day as it actually unfolds. We ask for kindness toward ourselves today, for the ability to speak to ourselves as we would speak to someone we love, to forgive our stumbling, our forgetting, our smallness, to remember that we are learning, still and always learning, and that this is enough. May we be gentle with our own hearts, especially in the moments when we feel we have failed or fallen short. We ask for patience with others, knowing that everyone we meet is carrying something we cannot see. May we be slow to judge, slow to assume, slow to harden our hearts against another person. Help us to remember that the irritation we feel is often about our own weariness, not about the person standing before us. Give us the grace to pause before we speak, to choose our words with care, to let kindness lead even when we feel justified in our frustration. May we see in each face a reflection of the same longing we carry, the same hope for understanding, the same need to be met with gentleness. We ask for wisdom in the choices that lie ahead of us today, for clarity when we must decide, for discernment when the path is unclear. Help us to listen deeply to ourselves and to others, to the quiet voice that speaks beneath the clamor of urgency and fear. Give us the courage to choose what is right, even when it is not easy, even when it costs us something we would rather keep. And when we do not know what is right, give us the humility to admit it, to seek counsel, to wait for understanding to arrive in its own time. We ask for calm in the midst of whatever chaos may find us, for a steadiness that does not depend on everything going well. Help us to remember that we can be at peace even when circumstances are not peaceful, that we can be grounded even when the world around us is spinning. May we return again and again to our breath, to the simple fact of being alive, to the quiet center that holds when everything else is shaking. We ask to be of use today, in whatever small ways we are able, to offer our attention fully when someone is speaking, to do our work with care, even the parts that feel tedious or invisible, to notice where a hand is needed, where a kind word might land softly, where our presence alone might be a comfort. We do not ask to do great things, but to do small things with a whole heart. Help us to remember that every gesture matters, that there is no such thing as an insignificant kindness, that the smallest act of attention can shift something in another person. We ask for the ability to let go of what we cannot control, to release our grip on outcomes, on other people's choices, on the future that stretches beyond our sight. Help us to hold our plans lightly, to make them and then open our hands, trusting that there is a larger order at work than the one we can manage. Give us the grace to accept what comes, not with resignation, but with the deep trust that we are held even in the uncertainty. We ask for rest when we are weary, and the wisdom to know when to stop. Help us to honor the limits of our bodies, our minds, our hearts, to know that rest is not weakness, that stopping is sometimes the bravest thing we can do. May we give ourselves permission to be human, to need what we need, to ask for help when we cannot carry something alone. We ask for healing in the places where we are hurting, for the wounds we can name and the ones we have buried so deep we have forgotten they are there. May we be patient with our own mending, knowing that healing does not follow our timelines, that some things take longer than we wish they would. And where we cannot yet heal, may we at least find the courage not to hide, to let ourselves be seen, to trust that we do not have to be whole to be worthy of love. We lift up the people we love, those who are close and those who are far away. May they know today that they are cherished. May they feel held, even in their loneliness. May they find what they need, whether it is courage or comfort, or simply a moment of peace. We ask the same for those we find difficult, those who have hurt us, those we struggle to forgive. May they also find peace. May they also know love. May the walls between us soften, not all at once, but slowly, in the way that frozen ground thaws when spring finally comes. We hold in our hearts those who are suffering, whose pain is greater than ours, whose burdens are too heavy. We do not know how to help them, but we hold them in our awareness, and we ask that they not be forgotten. May they find relief. May they find companionship in their struggle. May they know they are not alone, and may we be made aware of the ways, small or large, that we might ease someone's load today. As we prepare to step into the hours ahead, we ask for one more thing. Help us to be present, to meet this day as it is, not as we imagined it would be, to show up fully, even when we are tired, even when we are uncertain, even when we would rather hide. Give us the grace to begin again, in each moment, to let go of what has already passed, to not borrow trouble from what has not yet come. May we live in this breath, and then the next one, and then the next, trusting that this is enough, that we are enough, that the day will unfold as it must, and we will meet it as we are able. We give thanks for this time of quiet, for the chance to remember what matters, for the gift of beginning again. We carry this stillness with us as we go. We step forward with open hearts and steady hands. We trust that we are held. We are ready. Let us begin.